The celebration of this moment endures for decades. Virtually everyone alive at this time has a story, claiming their personal piece of Canadian history. The achievement is recognized as one of Canada's greatest. Without doubt, the dramatic way in which the series evolved would be partially responsible. But beyond the obvious, there is a new understanding of what can be accomplished when people pull together to overcome the seemingly impossible. When Team Canada returns to their dressing room for the last time, a moment alone can be savored only briefly. Press, family, and fans begin to spill in with exuberant congratulations. The players begin to have a new awareness of what it all means to their country.
I don't think we were ever more Canadian than we were in September 28, 1972.
It just built itself into its own history and its own life. There's the jubilation of the goal and the chance to win, but there's also a tremendous relief that, wow, finally it's going to be over and we're going to win.
I think we had something to prove, and hockey, I think it was good for hockey. A lot of things changed after that series.
This is something that'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. It'll never turn out the same way. You can write a million scripts, but I was part of the best one.
We felt for the first time the whole country was behind one team. That was the first time ever.
It's the event, it's the effect of the event. It's the common experience that counts. I am a great believer in common experiences, and this happened to be one of them, and a very powerful one.
It was certainly exciting to be a Canadian. People will come up to you and say, I know exactly where I was when that goal was scored, and maybe it is a part of Canadian history that will never go away.
And I think this is just one of these things that the whole country could relate to. I think they're probably proud of us, because I think we ended up representing them well.
It was done. It was over. We accomplished what we started, and it will never be the same again. That I was definitely sure of. Hockey as we know it would never be the same again after '72.
Throughout the country, Canadians take to the streets. In unison, they chant what they have always believed. The following night, an invitation to celebrate the series is extended to both teams.
That will be the great big final right down to the wire.
Oh, look at the goalie!
Great stuff last night, boy.
Thank you, Mr. Lang.
Only a few Soviet players attend the reception at a downtown Moscow hotel. It is difficult for the vanquished to be amidst the celebration of their victors. The smiles and camaraderie speak not only to the triumph, but also to the staggering sense of relief everyone feels. Adding to the whirlwind of emotion is the realization that the members of Team Canada are about to part company. Players who fought together will once again confront each other when the NHL season resumes in a few weeks. Following an exhibition game in Prague, they return to Canada, where the scope of the victory begins to take on its new dimension. Tens of thousands join the team in torrential rain to welcome them home in Toronto's Nathan Phillips Square. The celebration is truly shared with every Canadian. not just for hockey, but also for how it represents the ideals of a free society. It is not what Team Canada had expected at the outset of the series, but as time would prove, it became a fundamental characteristic of their legacy.
It's special because you know you have an opportunity to make your country proud. Our habits and our traditions and our values in Canada were that much more solid than theirs were. This was a country that, you know, for hundreds of years had suffered terribly. And we, as Canadians, you know, had certain upbringings that really were good for us in this series.
Everywhere members of Team Canada go, endless ceremonies of commemoration are organized by corporations, politicians, friends, and unknown countrymen. Canada reclaims its esteemed position in the game it shaped for the modern world. As they turn to face each other when the business of hockey resumes, there's always a look and a small smile. They'll never forget the day when they were teammates, representing Canada to the world.